We often think of kindness as something we direct toward others, but it's just as important to direct it toward ourselves. Self-kindness involves understanding and forgiving our own flaws and mistakes, much like we treat a friend or family member we love. It requires an internal reflection and a personal commitment to self-compassion. When we practice self-kindness, we can improve our mental and emotional well-being and live a happier, more fulfilled life. Understanding self-kindness begins with recognizing your own value and worth and learning to accept yourself wholeheartedly without harsh judgment. When you make a mistake, you can choose to be forgiving and encouraging instead of being critical and hard on yourself. This doesn't mean ignoring what's gone wrong. It means acknowledging your actions without beating yourself up over it. It's important to accept that making mistakes is a part of being human and doesn't lower your worth in any way. Another aspect of self-kindness is being aware of your own needs and taking steps to meet them. Acknowledging your needs can mean setting aside time for relaxation, pursuing hobbies you enjoy, or simply allowing yourself some quiet time to reflect and recharge. Self-kindness also involves the way you talk to yourself. Your inner voice can be supportive or critical. By choosing to replace negative thoughts with more positive encouragement and understanding, you can create a more positive and nurturing inner world. For example, instead of telling yourself, "I can't do anything right," you might say, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from it." Constant self-criticism can lead to heightened feelings of anxiety and depression. Being kind to ourselves helps to lower these negative emotions by fostering a sense of inner peace and security. When you're anxious and stressed, you might not act in ways that are supportive of your emotional well-being. Self-compassion can help you recognize when it's okay to take a step back to focus on your needs. You will need to learn self-compassion to grow your confidence and become more aware of yourself and your situations. There are three main components of self-compassion, which is self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. These three elements effectively replace what causes us to be unkind to ourselves. Here are three opposite equivalents that need to be switched. Number 1. Self-judgment needs to turn into self-kindness. Approaching yourself from a place of kindness and not judging your mistakes will be essential to developing self-compassion. Number 2. Isolation tendencies need to turn into common humanity. In order to fully love ourselves, we need to make sense of our experiences with other people. This means understanding that you and others will suffer and that it is a part of the human experience. And number 3. Over-identification needs to turn into mindfulness. This means learning to recognize your thoughts and emotions as they are and not holding them against yourself. Many people believe common myths about self-compassion. Here are a few of the most common misconceptions you should not believe about self-compassion. Number 1. Self-compassion is the same as self-pity. Some people believe that if they allow themselves to tap into their emotions and have compassion for themselves, they will wallow in these feelings. The reality is that people who practice self-compassion tend to ruminate on things far less than those who try to ignore their needs and emotions. Looking at yourself and your experiences with compassion will actively care for your emotional well-being and lead to the opposite of rumination and self-pity. Number 2. Self-compassion means self-excuse. Having compassion for yourself does not mean excusing bad behaviors or not taking responsibility, as some people believe. However, self-compassion in people works to drive them to be more genuinely apologetic and want to change their actions, because that is what would be best for themselves and the greater good. Number 3. Self-compassion is selfish and self-serving. Studies have shown that people who practice compassion for themselves as a priority tend to have healthier romantic relationships. You are not selfish for caring for your needs first. In fact, doing this will make you more accepting, better at compromising, and even more accepting of other people's imperfections. Just remember that you can't pour from an empty cup, and that you need to make sure you are caring for yourself before you spend your energy making others feel better. Number 4. Self-compassion is not motivation. You might think that self-compassion will make you too comfortable with your shortcomings, making you stop taking steps towards your goals. The real key to success is not to push yourself to your limits and burn out. It is instead working hard and well at a sustainable pace. Self-compassion allows you to set more realistic expectations for yourself and take breaks when you know you need them. thus making you more capable of continuing your hard work ethic in a healthy way. And lastly, number 5. Self-compassion automatically means self-esteem. Even if you are already confident in yourself and your abilities, you still need self-compassion. High confidence is often only tied to success. However, when things go wrong, it may plummet. Self-compassion allows you to hold yourself to high standards for the best and still be kind to yourself when things don't go your way. But what does self-compassion look like in daily life? Self-compassion in action looks like understanding and honoring your stress or negative emotions. When you're first able to notice that you are feeling down, this is the perfect chance to practice gently talking to yourself. Here are a few practices you can incorporate into your daily life to exercise self-compassion. Number 1. Comfort your physical self. Eat something healthy that fuels your body. Let yourself lie down and rest when you need it. Give yourself a quick neck, hand or foot massage. Dance around your living room or go on a walk. Just do anything that makes your body feel good and cared for. Number 2. Encourage yourself. Take time each day to be your own cheerleader. When something hard comes up, tell yourself, I can do this, or I've got this. Put sticky notes up around your house and workspace, reminding yourself that you are capable and worthy. Number 3. Write a letter to your past self or future self. Writing your past self a letter is so healing. Even more, writing a letter to your future self about your struggles can be just as helpful. Let yourself express all that you have gone through and comfort yourself like a spouse or family member. Use this exercise to nurture your feelings rather than push them down. And number 4, spiritually connect with yourself. Your spirit needs kindness and nurturing as well. Even if you don't believe in a higher power, you can take care of yourself on a spiritual level. This might mean doing something nice for another person, connecting with nature, praying or meditating. After working on being kind to yourself, it is time for you to practice sharing kindness with people and the world around you. Not only will this help you feel better about yourself, but there are other tangible benefits to being a kind person, such as kindness is a natural anxiety reliever. Kindness positively boosts your mood. It helps us create and cultivate stronger bonds and relationships. Practicing kindness reduces stress levels. People are happier when they are nicer, and typically others will show this same kindness in return. Kindness leads to greater success in work, family, and social environments. Humans are wired to be kind. Once you start, it will feel like second nature. Love and kindness are the most direct paths to happiness and improved self-esteem and confidence. Research has found that people who are more likely to be kind to themselves and others are more satisfied with their relationships and life overall. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.